Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming plays Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. Today's Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition video, we're doing Aribeth's ring. Yeah, we're going to get a ring from her. Then we're going to do Daelan's and Grimgnaw's Chapter 2 Henchmen Tales. Also, we're going to make a nice journey to the East Road and grab some quests while we're at it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Neverwinter Nights content like this. And do not forget to hit the notification bell, you update my videos and more. Now, in our last video, we got Grimgnaw's mummified hand or corpse hand. We're going to turn that in eventually, but we're going to talk to Aribeth, complete the North Road cultist activities. Yes, we are. We're so much doing that. Resume her tale and persuade her to tell us more about herself and how she really feels. Yeah, we're going to be doing all that in today's video, so I'm going to equip this cloak right now, so this way I can sweet talk her much easier. So, here we go on this.
I am pleased to see that you remain safe, my friend. Lord Nasher tells me he is confident of your success, though I do worry at the danger in which you place yourself. Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult? Why do you ask me that? The spy master put you up to this, didn't he? I see. I suppose my state is obvious enough. Aarin is far more concerned than is warranted, however. Certainly a few bad dreams are not a reason to become alarmed. The servants claim I speak in my sleep and say frightening things. They creep about me cautiously, like I have gone mad. And Aarin pays their superstitious twitterings far more heed than he should. After all that has happened with the plague and Fenton, I think a disturbing dream or two is not so surprising, wouldn't you agree? Finally, someone with some sense. I keep telling Aarin that these strange dreams are nothing to be concerned over, but he insists on treating me like an invalid. These dreams shall pass in time. There are far more important matters to worry over than how I am sleeping. Now you too? Has the world gone mad, or is it me? These dreams are disturbing and frightening, but they shall pass. They are my burden to bear and no one else's. Perhaps you are right. Having the perspective of another on these dreams may not be a bad idea. I am falling in the dream, always falling, surrounded by a heavy blackness which chokes and drowns me. Grasping hands reach out to me, and the voices, a cacophony of whispers that plead to me for help. And then I see a shrouded figure. It is Fenton. He is walking away from me, and I run to catch him, but always he eludes me in the darkness. The voices get so much louder. They are accusing me, blaming me, and I feel ashamed, though I do not know what I am being blamed for. I cry out for help, for them to stop their assault, but I go unheeded. And then I catch up to the figure, and I see that it is not Fenton. He turns and gazes at me with sad eyes, and I know it is Tyr. And then my god turns his back on me. These are my dreams. Perhaps now you can understand why I have not wished to discuss them. I am frightened of what they may mean. That's kind of you to say. I am glad I told you at least. It makes the dream seem a bit smaller now. I do feel better for it, thank you. I am reminded a little of how I was introduced to the paladin life. You should ask me to tell you the tale sometime. Until then, however, let's return to the subject of your task. That is something we can focus on at least. Go with Tyr's blessing then, and be safe. I am pleased to see that you remain safe, my friend. Lord Nasher tells me he is confident of your success, though I do worry at the danger in which you place yourself. Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult? I did say that, didn't I? Are you sure you wish to hear the tale? It is not an exciting one, and I would not wish to bore you. As you wish. Do not complain later, however, if you find the tale does not live up to your expectations. I am, after all, no bard. Where should I begin? My family lived in a human village in the wild lands of the northern mountains. and I once longed for nothing more than to be a skilled hunter, as my father was. The village was destroyed when the orcs massed and attacked the Southlands. My family was killed, though I survived. For years I thought of little but wreaking bloody vengeance upon the orcs. I stalked the crags with my bow, mercilessly killing all I crossed. It was not an easy thing. My lust for vengeance consumed me. I was no better than the beasts I hunted, to be truthful. On the 5th winter of my hunt, I stalked an orc tribe deep into the spine of the world and encountered a blizzard so terrible I could do naught but camp and pray. The blizzard was merciless and lasted days, and as I lay dying in the snow and wind, I spotted a human man approaching. I thought I was mad. He was tall and strong, though I noticed he was missing his right hand. The cold did not seem to affect him, and he looked down at me kindly and picked me up from the snow without effort. I remembered nothing beyond that. When I awoke, I found myself at a small Ilmatary monastery near the city of Silvery Moon. The monks told me I had nearly died. I have often thought him thus, an avatar of the maimed god himself, though perhaps that is presumptuous of me. Whoever he was, the Ilmatary monks had not seen him bring me, and I never saw him again. Or perhaps I should say, I never saw him in person. He came to me time and time again in my dreams for many months afterwards, telling me that my vengeance would bring no true justice. I refused him at first, determined to return to my bloody hunt. The dreams came more frequently, and the man grew more stern with me. The path lay elsewhere, I was told, and reluctantly I left the mountains and came to Neverwinter and entered the service of Tyr. The dreams never came again. Tyr's clerics took me in, and over time I learned their ways and grew to admire the maimed god. I chose to champion justice instead as his paladin, and found peace at long last. My dedication saw me rise through the ranks, and it was much later that I encountered the young acolyte Fenthik, and knew that I had found my true path at last. No, I thank you. Thank you for listening to my tale. You have been a great comfort to me. I am glad that you have come to work for Lord Nasher. You have so many admirable qualities, he could not be better served. I would be glad to call you a friend. Tyr only knows that finding a friend in times like these is difficult enough. I hope you feel the same. I am glad, my friend. Let us return to the subject of your mission, then. Then I wish you well, my friend. Return to me as soon as you can. It is good to see you again. At times I worry that you have taken on too much responsibility yourself, yet always you surprise me with your resourcefulness and success. Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult? I am angry. I have been thinking more and more of how Fenthik met his end, and how I did nothing to stop it, and I grow even more angry. Fenthik devoted his entire life to the service of justice and the performance of his duty, just as I have. And what did he get for it? Discarded. Discarded by his liege lord to appease the witless masses. Discarded by his god for one foolish mistake. Tell me why I shouldn't be angry. What should have happened? Perhaps he should have received some recognition of his long service and his good intentions. Or perhaps he should have been less trusting and more selfish. And so Fenthik got his final reward. Thank you, Tyr, Lord of Justice, for aiding your faithful servant. Shall I be next, then? Shall I, too, end my life a traitor? Executed for being too adhered to my duty to question injustice when I see it? Will Tyr abandon me then, too? I don't know. Tyr brought me here, put me on this path. I want to know why. Why teach me true justice and then throw it in my face? All I know is that I am tired of being sad. I am tired of feeling helpless. I feel guilty for questioning myself. but I feel I must be questioned. Vengeance is not Tyr's way, but I fear I see no justice being done here. There is no justice to be had for Fenthek, only vengeance, and I cannot do it. Perhaps it is just the dreams. They continue to come and get worse each night. I hear voices crying out, so many voices. I see Fenthek killed before me over and over. I hear laughter and so many crying out to me for help. I almost cannot bear it. Promise me as my dearest friend that you will find this cult and visit upon them the vengeance that I cannot. Thank you, my friend. It is all I can think of to silence the dreams. I must do something, and to have you help me brings me great relief. You have been a fine friend. Here, take this. It is a ring that belonged to my father. I want you to have it. Let it symbolize our friendship. Perhaps if something were to happen to me, it would remind you of me in days to come. That makes me glad. You do me a great honor by carrying it. Let us speak more later. Go, find where the heart of this cult resides, and return to me. I wish you luck with all my heart.
That is how you get Aribeth's ring and a token of friendship with her, or love, depending on your point of view. So let's get going on the next part.
It is good to see you again. Have you yet discovered any new information? This is good news. What have you discovered? The cult sought to strike against you through an agent, did they? Fortunate for us that their efforts proved fruitless. While this information you bring is incredibly valuable, it still does not tell us where the cult is based. We need that information if we are to strike at them. Fortunately, it does mention where more cultists may be found. Charwood and the Neverwinter Woods. Search those places perhaps for the information we seek. Have you found any other information? So the cult was responsible for stirring up the humanoids in the hills? You are to be commended for putting an end to that danger indeed. While this information you bring is incredibly valuable, it still does not tell us where the cult is based. We need that information if we are to strike at them. Fortunately, it does mention where more cultists may be found. Charwood and the Neverwinter Woods. Search those places perhaps for the information we seek. Have you found any other information? Then I wish you luck.
A little bird has informed me that someone has actually won Mutaman's little contest. Such a person must be mighty and clever indeed, don't you agree? Many of Lord Nashor's forces make haste to restore order to the city we have left. Neverwinter's chaos is obvious, and there are many predators in the hungry north. It falls to us then, to you, to track down the location of the cult which was responsible for starting this disease in the first place. We know precious little of them. We do not know who they are, where they are based, why they began the plague, or what other devilry they have yet planned for us. Unearthing the cult will not be a simple task. What few whispers I have collected, however, have allowed me to narrow your search to this region. It is vital that the cult's exact location be found, and that we are certain any leads we discover are not attempts at deception. Aribeth will not be satisfied until we find at least 2 separate leads that point to the same locale. That is your task. I do know of one possible lead for you. There has been strange news regarding a series of caves that lie north of Port Llast. Investigation may reveal the cult to be hidden there. If not, there are other avenues for you to investigate. The city of Luskan to the north, Neverwinter Wood to the east, and the wildlands of the South Road. I suggest, however, that looking into the caves first would still be your wisest choice. The caves are in the hills. In recent months, this leads me... Have you a question for me then, my friend? May the luck of the gods be yours, my friend.
time to play Henchmen musical chairs. Once I am done with that, then I'm going to speak with the other two. I'll bring her back after this is all said and done.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
I've been waiting for you. Yes? Is there something you need? Yes? Is there something you need? Yes? Is... Yes? Is there something you need?
I have been waiting for you. I suspected you would return. Do you need me to join with you once more? Is there something you need? Is there something you need? Is there something you need? Is there something you need?
Now, here's the good news. Daelan and Grimgnaw, well, we got their item upgrades, which is really good. So it's 2 down and 4 to go. Daelan is most useful, just trust me. You saw the stats there, it's great. Now, the evil, creepy little Dwarven monk, on the other hand, I just want to get away from him. But still, we have to do his henchman quest because there's a trophy/achievement involved with it. Unfortunately, there are some bugs on the PC version. Now, if you're playing a fresh new file, or you got the console version, you can easily get those. And like I said before, I'll put a different guide out for Chapter 2, so this way everybody benefits once I get the last of the henchmen done. Yeah, so far I want to tell you everybody this right now. The East Road, there are 2 more henchmen quest items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there. As soon as we get to the East Road, we're going to be ambushed again. Now, in the East Road, welcome to trolls. Yes, that's the common foes in the East Road. Now, before it was just crazy animals, and of course this thunderstorm. Well, thunderstorm is not going to harm you at all. So what I'm going to do is actually clear out more trolls. And I'm going to try to get to this camp to end the video because there's some quests. And there's one more thing to do inside the brackets. So let's clear some foes out. I'm going to say this, victory is definitely mine. Oh yes it is. And we're fighting our way to the brackets where there's some quests for the East Road. Yeah, we're going to grab some because in the next few series of videos we're going to actually complete them. So I'm going to get some information and I'm going to grab a quest here ASAP.
Hello. I was just packing up in the hopes of leaving soon. What can I do for you?
Now that guy just pointed the information for the other quest givers in the area, which is good for now, which is very important. So I'm going to bash open some chests and more, and then once I am done, I'm going inside the brackets. And what I actually do is start these more of these quests, which is actually pretty good. So we're going to talk to this guy up ahead.
Help! Attack! What? Oh, well, you don't look like... Oh, never mind.
Hello there!
There you go. We got 2 or 3 quests already. There's going to be one more, and there's a tough guy that's going to give us another quest. This is going to be hunting down the troll chieftain. That's going to be for the next video. After that, I'll go upstairs.
Well met.
Upstairs here is Delilah for Llast Bounty, so we're going to finish that up right now, so let's do it.
I surrender. Let us stop this beating. I cannot defeat you, try as I...
Let me tell you all why I did that. Number one, you would have accepted her offer. What happened was that she would try to seduce you. Then you would have stripped your clothes down, and then she would have attacked you. I saved all that trouble and more. And besides, the last video was Muttman's challenge. I did that too. And that was just sweet talking a Jim out, this one dumb gal. I got her good though, but this one I said, screw it, I'll just kill her and that's be it there. So let me see here. Alright, so that's some goods right there. Light crossbow, that is not bad. I'll probably do is if I start getting heavy in the weight department, then I'll do is most likely offload some items or just do it off screen. So let me see here. Alright, that looks good. Let's see if there's anything else here. You may never know. Nope, just some lore items if you want to get used to Faerun. Let's check what's inside here. And that's not much, and that's an empty bottle. Yeah, I'll grab that, just in case I do need it. So I'm going to go downstairs and end the video there. So let me give a quick recap. We did Aribeth'd tale, we turned in some intel about the North Road cultists. We did Daelan's and Grimgnaw's tale. And also we grabbed some quests and completed one part of Llast Bounty. In our next video, we're going to raid the Troll's Cave. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night.